Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of division, specifically how we can split sets of objects into equal groups or equal shares. This is standard 3.4H in the great state of Texas, and we're using item number 32 of the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, see if you can work this problem out on your own, and then unpause it. We will look at our answers together. So we have a strange problem here, a whole bunch of rectangles on the screen. In the problem it says, in math class, 5 students split up 65 flashcards. That's what we have right here. We've got 65 flashcards. They're going to practice their math facts. The picture shows the total number of flashcards, and each student took the same number. So that's going to be a big clue right there. When we are looking at the same number, when we are looking at equal groups, then we are going to be looking at multiplication or division. In this case, we are going to partition, or we're going to split up or divide these 65 flashcards into these 5 students. Well, let's just draw 5 students here. And so they go ahead and give you this 65, which is always a good strategy because we probably don't know a math fact that goes 5 times something equals 65. So that could work, but we probably don't know that math fact. So what we could do is we can always draw 65 circles or 65 sticks. In this case, they've already drawn the 65 squares for you. So what we could do is we could just take a square or 2 per each student and make sure they get split up evenly. Now, rather than going one at a time, we've got several cards here, so I'm probably just going to do 2 at a time. So I'm just going to count off 2, and then I'm just going to put 2 over here, and then I'm just going to make sure I give each student 2, and then I don't really overlook anything, and I'm just going to keep passing out 2 cards. So far I've done 10 because I've got 5 sets of 2. I'm just going to keep doing 2 cards until I pass everything out, and then we'll see how many cards each student has. I probably could have started with sets of 3, maybe sets of 4, but you don't want to do too much and then have to go back and erase some. So now that I've got an extra 2, I'm just going to go ahead and make this, I'm just going to make it, there we go, 5, 6. So I'm just going to do my 5, 6 right there, 5, 6 right there. So it looks like each set has got that 10, so that's going to make that nice. And so I've got 8 for each. Let me double check that. 8 for each so far. And so 8 times 5 means I'm going to have hit 40 by the time I'm done with this row. And so I'm just going to go ahead and, just in case I lose count right here, I'm just going to put my 40 right there. So let's see if we could finish off this set of 5 here. So I'm going to do another, so that's 10 for each of these kiddos. And we're getting close to the end here. All right, so we've got 10. So each student's got 10, which means 10 times 5 is 50. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one more set of 2 for each. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a second set of 2 for each, so I might have to go by ones. See, that's not 10, that's got 8 right there. And so let me see, what do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. There we go. So I'm just going to do 1 for each. And so it looks like my answer here is going to be for each kid, I'm going to have 13. So let's see, 5 times 13 makes 65. Well, we could double check that. We can say 13 times 5. We can use the commutative property to split it, or flip it around. We can say 5 times 3 is going to be, let's see, that's 15. 5 times 1 is 5. Add that 1 back in. That is going to be 6. 65. Or another option we could do is we could just circle groups of 5. If we circled groups of 5, we could see that we had 13 groups of 5, and that would also give us our answer of F.